It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for the Your Money segment. Today, we're talking about scams to watch out for in 2024. Joining me now is Collins Evans of Evans Financial. Always a great time to have you here.
Thanks for having us again.
So, nobody likes to talk about it. Scams. What do we need to know?
And everybody wants a piece of our wallets. It's unbelievable. It's like we're getting hit almost 7 to 10 times a day, and it just blows my mind. It's not, it's not typically. It's not going for like clientele stuff. It's just like, hey, we want to try and get into your own personal, and it blows my mind. One of the first ones we see quite a bit of is cryptocurrency, and I'm going to actually reference Facebook just a little bit because a lot of people are familiar with it, and we're seeing quite a bit of it on there. And with cryptocurrency, we're seeing it. And one of the ones that we're seeing that's pretty common, it's like, and I actually know this person personally that had I was friends with, that their kind of Facebook went dark, and about a week later, it's like, hey everybody, I just want to let you know I've been studying for this cryptocurrency degree. Like, wait, that's not even where you work. And then all of a sudden, these posts are showing up like, hey, I made so and so just paid off their car. They just paid off their house. Like red flag after red flag until I finally spoke with her. She's like, no, my account's hacked and somebody else has it. But this is what a hacker does. It's like they're taking over people's social media accounts and making it appear as their own, and then the scams are taking place. But cryptocurrency is a big one because of course it's got some allure to it for people, but that mitigation of reality for scamming is so far out there that this is something just to highly be sensitive to and be very, very aware of. If it sounds too good to be true, you might want to kick the tires on it just a little bit further. We're seeing tons of phishing scams, and I don't mean this kind. And a lot of what we're seeing is these are people that are trying to get in, and that you're going to give identity to by either paying something. We're seeing them from like Geek Squad, which comes from Best Buy. I've seen that one quite a bit. PayPal's where it looks like, or Microsoft, that they look like they're kind of official. It's like, hey, here's a bill or an invoice for work that we've done. You need to send a payment to. It's like, wait, I don't owe anybody, and it's always worth it to go to the source. And what I mean by that is take the time and actually call them directly, like get look them up online as opposed to the number that might be in the email itself, because that is directly going to go most likely to a scammer themselves. We're seeing quite a bit on the investment scam side, and that's, again, this kind of partners with the first one, with the cryptocurrency. It's like, hey, if this is really speculative, this sounds really too good to be true. Again, just keep your guard up and keep those red flags just out there. And then that last one that's there is those tech support scams. And it was funny, I had this one come in. There was a movie out not too long ago with Jason Statham, with he's fighting in probably every movie.
One of those action ones.
He plays the same guy in every movie. But it was a great movie. It's called The Beekeeper, and it's about he's actually supposedly a beekeeper, but a lady that he watches over ends up with a scam that comes across, and it's like your computer looks like it's locked down, and it's just, hey, you need to call Microsoft right now. And I watched it on Friday. I got the scam on Monday, and I was like, I know what this is, but it scares you. And it's an 800 number. You immediately call, and somebody picks up the phone. Well, this is now they're pulling you, they're reeling in for the scam, and it's just something that's typically attached to a website that's going in, and it really does nothing to your machine, but it makes you think that. And as soon as you start keystroking in entries, they have the opportunity to see that. And this actually did happen to one of the people in our office about 2 years ago, and I saw the email come through, and I see one of our computers get locked down, and end up seeing them on the phone, like, hey, I'm on the phone with Microsoft. I'm like, no, you're not. Microsoft did not pick up the phone on the first ring with somebody. This is a clue in. You got a mega billion-dollar organization. Somebody's not picking up the phone on the first ring.
You're going to be waiting a minute.
You're going to go through some teleprompter, some prompts and some automation before you actually get to somebody about getting help. And at that point, they were actually downloading a software program to start looking into your machine, to start looking for things that you can key in on. This is a scary, scary time. And one of the things I would love to finish with is one of the ones that we're seeing common across Facebook all the time, and it's out. This hits the goodness of our hearts because it's an injured dog or an injured child, or maybe it's a lost kind of senior citizen. And what we're seeing is there's all these social market groups around town. It could be like Shreveport Bossier, Buy and Sell, Houghton, traders, and people are dropping in, hey, help me find the owners of this poor pup, or poor kitten. And the kitten look like it might be injured or abandoned. And well, out of the heartstrings of our, that we want to find the good home and see if we can help this out, everybody starts to share this. Well, I took some screenshots of how one enacted when a friend actually did share this post. Let me hold this so I can get these posts. And what occurs from there is after that scammer gets enough shares, then they go back in and they change the post. It's no longer this missing animal. The most recent one I saw was, here's a house for rent. It kind of looks like a Broadmoor type home. But the rent was almost way too good to be true. It was about $600 a month for it. And you're thinking, wow, this is an amazing deal. And the scam, as it comes into play, is, hey, we just listed this. We have a couple people interested. If you would like to reserve it, go ahead and put a deposit. And then the scam takes place because it looks like your friend shared it. So if your friend shared it, it must be a good deal. So it's something really to keep in mind when you're seeing anything with those animals that are, please bump this post, is kind of a key word for it when they're saying there's
especially when comments are turned off.
There's no comments. You can't comment. There's no contact information whatsoever. I'm sorry, if I lose my dog, you're going to see a phone number, an email, or you can text me, whatever. I'm going to give you all kinds of ways to get in touch with me. So those are some things just to keep in touch with and keep our guards up, because they are getting, as well as technology is today, the scammers are keeping up with that and getting just as good.
Awesome. So great information there as always. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
And if you missed any of that, it'll all be on our website, ktbs.com.